guys, it's me. And I'm not wearing the same clothes. Well, I was in the last video. But the last one, last Monday, that was actually, I wore this shirt. Who cares? So, went to the bins as you saw in the title. Didn't get any footage there. I may do that another time. There was an issue with copyright music. Last time I didn't get a ding on my account, but I did get a, hey, you can't monetize this. So if I do that in the future, I will just have to cover it with some, you know, non-copyrighted music. So, all that to be said, I have everything laid out on the table, the smalls, but I did get a lot of large items today. So I wanted to show those to you first, and then we'll move on to all the little bits and pieces that I usually put in my ladies and men's mystery bags. So I know the receipts don't look like a lot, but so you get breakable items like glass, that kind of thing. That is 99 cents a pound. No, 89 cents a pound. Books and media are 99 cents each. Electronic stuff, anything with a cord, that is $1.89. Single wares, not sure what that is. Oh, I did get one thing that was heavier and they charged me a separate price. And then everything that doesn't go into those categories, I bought 19 pounds at $1.89 each. So $66.86. I think that's the most I've ever spent there. I was only there probably 2 hours. So yeah. But I'm going to make money on it, and I got some things for me. Things I want, things I can use. That's always good, especially when you go to the bins. Since you never know what you're going to find. A lot of times you're like, do I need this? Could I use this? Do I really want this? But other times I'm like, hey, I need that. So one item that I do use is the Swiffer Wet Jet pads. There are 24 in here. Now, I know at some point, I'm going to probably buy the ones that you can just wash, but I've been finding these at the thrift store for literally years. Also, I don't use the bottle that goes in. I know. I use, I got a, like a big bottle where you use, it's basically like, oh gosh, what is it, like 3 tablespoons for a gallon. So I put a little bit of that in an old like Dawn dish soap container and put a little water in there, and then I just do a little on the floor and then mop. So yeah, when you have pets, I used to say pets and kids. I don't have any little kids in my house anymore, but I do have pets and they leave lots of messes. So I was very happy to find this. I don't know if they're all there because the top is taped, but I can honestly tell you, the actual, you know, broom that I have is very old. And again, I don't pay for the juice and I don't pay for these. So, wow. Yep, it's all in there. So not too bad. I just tear the top of this off and put this under my sink. So yeah, like you can find something that you're definitely going to use. Awesome to pick it up. I know in my antique mall, what people like to buy some of the old clocks. You know, a lot of the new, most, if not all, clocks that you hang on the wall are battery operated. I remember years ago when you'd have the clock hanging up and you'd have a cord plugged in. So, and I always tell the story, my grandmother, my father's mom, had a regulator, you know, the little swinging hand. But if she put it straight, it would do this. So it would mess up the time because it wasn't smooth. So she found, instead of going, well, I'm just going to buy a new one, she angled it just enough that it would, so anybody would come over and they'd go straight, and she's like, don't touch it. So all that to say that I found one new in a package that is battery operated, but it's just one of these, you know, the old, you look at the face. Can anybody, this is like cursive writing to the new generation, you know, it's like, what time is that? So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool to find that new. It was evidently in the store at one point for $3.97. So I will probably just put a price on this and leave it in the package. I'm going to look it up just to make sure, but old school. Old school stuff is still around for a reason, because it lasted, and it still lasts. Let's see. I got this, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to look it up and see what the price is online, and it wasn't very, it was lackluster how much it was to sell. A lot of them were like under 13, like $12, $11 with free shipping. Who are you people? Who are you that are putting stuff on there super cheap and paying for shipping? And you probably make a quarter. Who are you? That's not me. But a Hyundai first aid kit. We used to have a Sonata years ago when me and Mr. were married early on. And it's a first aid kit. Now this was in a package, in a plastic package, and it was torn. So I took that off. But I mean, look at it. It's like brand new. And in here is there's a scissors, there's gauze, there's a glow stick, there's Band-Aids, there's like steri strips. If you get a split, you know, you can put those on. There's like a little, whatchamacallit? There's insect repellent and little alcohol pads, and what is this? Blood stop. Controls bleeding fast. So there is no, you know, and gauze and such. There's really no like aspirin or pain relievers or anything, so it's not anything that's going to be expired. We even have gloves and a little pair of scissors and tweezers and a magnifying glass. So nice. So I thought, you know what? If it ain't worth much, then I'll just stick it in my car, because you never know when you're going to have a little accident. So yeah, I was pretty happy with that. Now it looks like this was possibly like you can stick it somewhere in your car. Can I actually zip this thing closed? I'm struggling today. There's nothing caught in it. Okay. You know what? I'm going to have to save that for another time. So it's got these peel strips, and then it's got the Velcro. So, you know, you could maybe mount this in your trunk or something so it's not all knocking around. I don't have a trunk because I have a van. So, yeah. So I'll just probably put that in the back. I found this, and one of them is broken, but it's so cute. I already have one that's different than this one, and my dog has completely and totally figured it out. So I found this little puzzle where these slides and then these open. I think one of them, the top came off. So I'm going to clean this and disinfect it really well, and then maybe I'll do a video of Beans. Beans working this puzzle. She is smart. The other one, she used it like 3 times, and she was like, she's done. She's like, okay, give me more. So I thought maybe this would be cool. They also have what they call, I think they're called like snuffle mats, and it's basically made out of fabric, and it's stitched in such a way that there's all these different folds that you can put treats in, so they have to kind of scavenge for it. I might want to get one of those one of these days, because that you kind of have to look around and find it. It's cute. But that'll be for the Beans. If you don't know, Beans is one of my dogs, and the other one is called Tater, and Tater ain't working for treats. She's like, unless you hand it to me, I'm not gonna do anything for it. It's always nice to find something vintage at the bins, and I'm probably gonna see if this goes for anything on eBay. It is a vintage pillowcase. Look at that, isn't that cute? So that's the one side, and then in the other side, they're just standing there in the back of them. Isn't that cute? So I don't know who made this or who did it, but no iron, percal, Utica, and it says 1973. Love when they have a date on it. So yeah, I will see if anybody's very interested in these. I only use one pillow, so usually when I buy pillowcases, I have a set of 2, and then as I wash, I just keep switching them around. So I might even be tempted to keep that, but I already have one, and I'm going to pass that on to somebody else. Even if you cut that and made it a little tote bag or, I don't know, pillow, like a stitched pillow. So I thought that was very adorable. Now this is funny because I bought some of these on Temu and I just took them out to my booth. And I always like to have maybe some little gifty items. I like to think that anybody can come into my booth in my mall, and if they got 50 cents up to how much ever they have, they can find something to buy as a gift or for themselves. So the ones I got were, they had a little turtle, and it said, you know, like, you're turtly awesome. And then it had a little saying on this card, and it says, I know it, you know it, Tiny Turtle is always here whenever you need a little cheer. So they go in these little bags, and then there's a little teeny figurine as I drop it on the floor. So here's one that's an owl. Thanks for owl you do. Thanks for everything. Make a wish on Lucky Owl. Keep him close wherever you are. So the ones that I got, I had put in a little fitted bag that had a little seal on it. But these are adorable. And I just thought that was so cute. So there's the turtle, there's an owl, there's a, I don't know what he is. He looks like a little penguin. It says, you're 1 in a million. Thanks for everything. Make a wish on Lucky Star. Keep him close wherever you are. So there's a little star in there. And then here's another turtle one with the little turtle in it. And what else? It looks like there's like the little sticky, I don't know. Maybe if you stick it on the card. It's the, you know, it's the boogery ones when you get your card in the mail and you have to pull it off and it's like this big, long, stretchy glue. So there's a whole bunch sheets of those and then a whole bunch of these and then these. So if I do buy them in the future, you know, and I'd sell these for like $1 or $2. And these cost barely anything considering they're already in bags. So yeah, so I grabbed that up. It was in a box. I could have took them out of the box, but I don't know. So there's what that is. What else? What else? What else? Now I have some things on the floor, so I'm going to kind of pull those up and show them to you. Now the one item is that it's very heavy. So if you have something that's really heavy, most of the places you take it up front and they're like, they just put a price on it. This was, usually I've done that and it's like $8. I guess it depends on who you get, but she said $8.95. But this thing is heavy, and I think it's going to do really well. The light bulb is mine. I put it in there. I have a whole bunch of the what they call Edison bulbs, and you can see like the little light up part. It's a decorative bulb, and I got those real cheap somewhere, but they are not cheap if you buy them. Some of the, you know, the Amazon return places, everybody's getting them now. That's where I bought all of my Edison bulbs, and it's perfect for this one. So it's got this marble bottom, and then like this little cage, and then of course I put my light bulb in there. So I tried it out when I got home. It works perfectly. It's very cute. I had a couple lamps and hanging lights in my booth. I had one shelf that I had 2 lights, and they both have sold in the last week. So I'll be able to take this one out. It's got this very pretty brass. So that would look great in a room or in an office or wherever. So I'm probably going to put like maybe $35 on this. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But there it is. It's very heavy and it's very cool. Look. Now, buying any kind of stuffed animals at the bins, it doesn't always work. If you can take it and you can wash it, I mean, I would feel better if I wash things. Sometimes things are already still in a bag, so you could do that. These were in 2 garbage bags. So I'm like, you know what? I'll just look. And they're similar, but they're not exactly the same. And it still has the price tag from Hallmark. So this is a Hallmark store. How do Hallmark stores even stay in business? I don't know. But it's the snowman. He's got a scarf and a little cardinal, and then the dogs are barking. But he's cute. He doesn't talk or anything, but isn't he adorable? And he's new. See, something like this, if it was laying in the bins, it would look completely just majorly destroyed. Okay. I had to pause. I was going to fuss at my dog, but as soon as I paused it, it went nice and quiet. So the other one I got in this other garbage bag is also new, Hallmark. his arm's a little bent. But it's this one, and he has like this cable knit, sweater on the bottom. Isn't it cute? So I was very happy with those. So I will hang on to these, of course, until next winter. Everybody's starting to move on into different seasons. But golly, you know, to have them in the bag, I was like, yes. And they're light, of course, so, you know, buying them, paying for them by the pound, it's not a big deal. So yeah, happy with those. Now, before I get to the smalls, I'm going to go through these. I don't even know if you care about these, but I do buy books there. Now, I wish they weren't 99 cents. There have been a few places that I've been, especially down in Akron and Canton, Ohio, that a lot of places will stack the books up, measure it, and it's 1/4 an inch. So if you get a little thin book, it's cheap. You get a big fat book, it's a little more. Kind of makes sense, you know? But I use these to, I wrap them, and I'm sure you've seen in my booth tour videos that I sell Blind Date with a Book. So I wrap them in like a natural paper. I tie like a real pretty black twine. I have a wax and wax sealer I put on it. I tape on a little old-fashioned looking library card, and on there I put hints as to what the book's about. And then I also glue on a little tea bag. They're adorable, and I sell them for $8 each. And recently, I don't know what it is, but they're selling like hotcakes. So I'm always on the lookout for cheap books. Now, in the summer, I can get them at garage sales, and usually they're pretty cheap. And even if they're $1 or so, if I get enough, I'll say, hey, will you take a little less each? And they're like, yeah, take them. So when I went in there, usually by the time I go over and look at the books, they're just beat up. But they had just, the last round before I left, they brought out books and shoes. So I was like, yeah, let me go over and grab some of those. So I'm just going to show you these real quick. I think there's 15 in here. So we have Michael Connelly. And I like to get ones that are nice and, you know, really clean. You know, I don't want them real beat up. Funny enough, I just started reading this book, and now I found it in hardcover. The Girl with the Make-Believe Husband. Brad Metzler, The President's Shadow. So I try and get a wide variety of guy ones and girl ones and whatever. David Bell, is it Ducci? Walk the Wire. And I like to get ones that are either really nice softcover books or definitely nice hardcover books. John Grisham, Rogue Lawyer. Bloodwork by Michael Connelly. Let's see. Brian Stevenson, Just Mercy. Kristen Hanna, I've read some of her stuff. I like it. This is Summer Island. I don't know if I've read this one. Everybody is crazy about Colleen Hoover. So this book has a little, you see the little, like a little bit of warbled there, but it's just the very back cover. This one's called Hopeless. And I was like, well, maybe I should, my daughter's like, don't read hers. She likes deeper stuff. But I looked at the back, and it's basically, you know, oh, they're high school students and this, that. And I'm like, that's not for me. I usually pick this one up when I find it because it's such a good book. Secret Life of Bees, which of course was a movie. Sue Monk Kidd. And this one is Susan Wiggs, Texas Wildflower. That's a romance. Sometimes I make an effort to get, if I find them, because usually when you find one large print book, you find a ton of other ones. I'll pick those up, and I like to put that on the bottom of the card so people, if they're looking for that, they can. The Canterbury Sisters. And those are all the ones I'm going to use for my blind date with a book. Now, I did find these two. I looked them up on eBay, and together they're going for a pretty good amount. So we have a Chord Encyclopedia and Playing Basics for the guitar. These are really nice condition. Love the idea that you can open these up and they lay flat, you know? I mean, you're practicing. You don't want to keep trying to break the spine to open the book. So yeah, these are going to go on eBay. I saw a lot of like the first one, and it was not too bad. But then I saw the two, so I'll sell those together. I don't know how many there are in the series. I don't know, but we'll go for that. Now this one is something that I picked these up, and I put probably 5 pages together. I trim off the edge where I tore it out of the book, and then I wrap them up, and I sell them for like $1 for 5 pages for crafts, you know. So this really big road atlas, large scale. So again, like I said, I could just tear a few pages out. The other thing you can do with these that I have done in the past is you can find a picture you like, cut it to the size that will fit into your printer, and you can print like a little cute saying on it, like, all who wander aren't lost, or something like that, and you can put it in a cute frame and sell those. But definitely going to use these for that. Now, how many pages are in here? Who knows? But, I mean, if I did 5 pages each at $1, I mean, I can make a good 20 bucks out of that. So, yes, thank you. So, yeah, so that's all the books and all the larger items that I got. Oh, I got one more. See, if you know me, you see me in my videos going, do I have anything else? Do I have anything else? Because my mind is not like a steel trap. It's like a colander. So the last item I got is for me. I'm going to wash it, and I'm going to keep it in my car for winter. So let me move this box. It's nice, too, because I found this box, and I tore the lid off and put the books in it, because since I'm paying individually, it doesn't matter how heavy a box is. So, okay, this is what I got. It's this really beautiful blanket with all the little bird houses or bird cages with birds. Isn't that adorable? I kind of looked, and I didn't really see like a makers on it. I looked real good. I like fluffed it out on one of the bins and made sure both sides were not like, you know, look like from a crime scene. But, oh, this is adorable. You know, I had my daughter and her boyfriend had stayed overnight, and they were sleeping on the couch, you know, just recently. And they're like, hey, you got any extra blankets? And I'm like, I have maybe one. So once winter is over, you know, it's nice to have something like this in your car in case you get stuck somewhere. Hopefully not, but there it is. So I will keep this in my car for winter, and then you know, when the weather gets a little warmer, I'll bring it in, and now I'll have an extra blanket. But it's so soft. So I thought that was adorable. So I will wash this before it goes in my car. And I think it's it's the same on both sides. So look at me go. I really did good this time. You know, it was a good amount of money and time spent. The next clip is going to be everything I have laid out on my table, all the little small stuffs that go in my men's and women's mystery bags. Now, I've done a video on those, so if you go back into, I think it's in if you look at my videos, how to, it should be in there. I just did it a few months ago, maybe longer. But I show you kind of what I put in them. So if it's something you do or you sell in a retail space, then you might consider doing something like that. It's so funny. They did so well. They continue to do well. But now I have 3 other vendors who are copying me. So, I mean, I guess I should take that as, you know, flattery that people are doing that. But kind of makes me a little mad. But that's okay. But it's funny because on the label of mine, I put the original men's mystery bag and the original women's mystery bag. Mine aren't very beautiful to look at. Some people are using like gift bags, and I don't want people to think since the gift bag looks fancy that the stuff's going to be better than mine. So I'm kind of going to be changing up how I package them and resell them. So that's going to be a future video I'll show you. I bought some thicker gift type bags, and I'm going to have my husband, he likes designing little things. He does it a lot for our store at our antique mall. He's always helping out in that way. And he's going to make like a piece of cardboard that I can like fold in half and put on top of the bags and staple it on. So we'll see how that goes. But, you know, I'll be able to put everything on that little card and on the back There's at least 10 to 12 items in each bag, and at least 2 of them are vintage. So I like to kind of tell people a little bit more about what's in there. And I've always said I keep putting really good stuff in, so I have a ton of repeat customers. And, you know, anybody can throw anything in a bag and sell it for $5 or $6. But if it's not good stuff, nobody's going to keep buying them. So I try to make mine good stuff, you know? And the best place I can get things is at the Goodwill bins. I pay so little for it, and I find really good, cute little vintagey things, and it really works out. So this next part is going to show you some of the items I picked up today that are going to go in those bags. So take a look. So this is, are you done sniffing? Every time I bring a bag of stuff home, she's got to put her nose in it. Beans, what's in here? What's in there? She is literally, had her entire head in the bag, sniffing. What's that? It's like a cornucopia of smells in there, huh? There's nothing in there for you. Everything has to pass the BINS inspection. BINS, is that okay? Okay, so now you've seen some of the larger items that I picked up. So let's get to the smalls. I have a very full table. So let's jump right in. So, got a little bag of succulents. I have a couple projects that I'm using those. I thought this was adorable. I eat a lot of like blueberries. So I thought this would be great to, you know, rinse them out, and it's all in the same container and you keep it in the fridge. This was originally in a store for $2.91. I don't know what brand it is, but I like it and I'll use it. I got this doily under here. There are 20 of these keychains, and they're all different kinds. We have like the Air Jordan ones and Nike and a whole bunch of other ones. And it's just this little, you know, like rubbery, that one's got glitter all over it. Oh, hate glitter. But these will be really nice. All of them are in the package except for this one. So very happy with those. Those will go in my men's mystery bags. Again, another item I need and I will use. The bottom box is not open at all, and the top one has barely any missing, and they taped it. This is definitely one I use. The sheets are bigger, and they lift. It says that's pet hair and lint guard, and it's true. I've used these for a while, and the hair from your doggies and kitties don't seem to stick it quite as much as it normally does. So yeah, man, very happy to get those. These are probably at least $10 because there's, what, like 65 of them or something in there? Yeah, so 65 on the bottom one, and then the top one is probably very close to being full. Very happy with those. You know, when you go to find stuff and you find stuff you actually use, very happy with that. This I was surprised at. I will look these up. It's a little velvet bag with the earrings that are the Tory Burch emblem. Those should do good. I don't know. I'll look them up. If they're not going for much on eBay, then I will just put that in a mystery bag. We have a little penguin with a hat, a Yoshi, a Mikey, and a very vintage giraffe with a hat. So again, these are all going to go in my mystery bags. Now these, I was very surprised. I kept finding more and more and more and more. There's 21 toothbrushes. These are all like Oral-B and Crest. Mostly I think are Oral-B. If they are the soft hat, I'll save a few for my hubby. I'm always finding these at really cheap prices. I have another vendor at the store who has it's not a business. It's something she does in her spare time. They gather up different needed items, and they have what they call blessing bags. And around in my area, they will leave them in bus shelters, and they do like hand warmers and soap and, things people, really need. So I'm going to check with her and see if I can give these to her to use for those. They're so light. There's really no reason why I can't pick up something if I'm going to donate it. Very happy to do so. And have you bought a toothbrush recently at a regular retail store? Holy cow. They're like over $3. They're like $4 or $5. That's crazy. So yeah, very happy with those. I was greatly pleased to find these. These are like the plaque removers or the food. It says food and plaque removers, and these are great if you have teeth that are really tight together. I have one spot in my mouth that I cannot get a floss pick or regular floss in there without busting it. So when I was at the dentist last, I'm like, yeah, I'm struggling. She goes, yeah, get those ones. A lot of times they get them and use them. I know I used to get these for my kids when they had braces. So 2 brand new packages, still sealed. I mean, I'll use stuff like the toothbrushes and these if they're in a sealed container at the bins. But yeah, again, something I can use. I sell a lot of canes and other things that need these rubber tips. These are nice because they're the smaller ones. I have several larger ones, so it's nice when I get a cane to just go ahead and put a new end on there and sell it in my space. So yeah. Let me kind of go back over here. I don't want to miss anything. I got this very cute Chinese pin cushion. They have these in all different sizes. This is one of the smaller ones. A knife sharpener. We have one already, so I may just put this in one of the mystery bags. This is kind of cute. You can put a photo or something in there, but it is a magnifying glass as I drop it on other items. Hang on. So yeah, if you want to use that, otherwise it's just cool. So that will be priced separate and go in my booth. I think there's 10 of these Godzilla days, November 3rd, 2023. Have no idea, Godzilla.com, maybe with some event or something. Those will go in my mystery bags. I found these hot and cold iPads. It's really nice if your eyes are swollen or, they're bothering you, something like this, you just throw them in the fridge. Again, that is a mystery bag item. Found a key. I have a lot of different keys. I use them for different projects for my business. So one more, that doesn't hurt. Let me see. I just don't want to miss anything. We have these 2 polka dot, 2 different sizes, ribbon. There were several others, but a lot of them didn't have much on them or they were completely unwound, and I am not going to stand there and wind them back up. Again, these will probably go in a mystery bag. We have all kinds of figurines. These are little velvety, I think these are what do they call them? Like Littlest Pet Shop or something. They're a little heads bobble, but they're so cute. So I got those 2, again, mystery bags. I think the little orange guy was out of a game, and then we have this little yellow bear and a little kitten and Alf. So those will go in my mystery bags. We have an itty bitty, truck. We have a Mario from Mario Kart. We have a car. What do you call it? Like a little like a Rubik's Cube. This little package says Society of Little Flowers. That is a packet of seeds. I'm hoping, once summer kind of, starts really getting hot and a lot of the seed places at different places I go to, people will start dumping those because those will be a great item to put in my mystery bags. This real pretty necklace. It's pretty heavy. This spoon that says You Are Loved. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll use that in a mystery bag. Who knows? We have a Grouch. And if you're of a certain age, you take this little thing out and then you slide these pieces around to make it a puzzle. I remember doing these as a kid. United. So when you're waiting on the tarmac for your plane to take off and you're grouchy, there you go. Here's your little gift. Another keychain. I don't know. Keychains are something I find all the time. And they make cute little, throw it in a bag. So this is a sequined one. I think it's gold and then it's silver on the other side. So mystery bag. We have a little Barbie bag. This is so adorable. This is vintage. It says plastic goofy teeth. And I love what this says. Looks lifelike in a dopey sort of way. So, who doesn't remember these from childhood? So, again, definitely a vintagey item for a mystery bag. This is to open up envelopes. I find those all the time. A lot of companies will use these with their logo. There you go. Fidelity Insight in Massachusetts. So there's that. We have a, from a winery, it is a wine bottle opener. And then this was in here. And I looked to see what it said on it. It says Consolidation Coal Company. So this is just like a little pocket knife. I took it out of the little sleeve. These are vintage. You see those all the time as well. A lot of places did use them. They would get nicer ones and engrave them as gifts for their employees or whatever, little things that you use as handouts. But I don't know, a little pocket knife, you just sometimes need one. So there's that. I picked up some slides. They didn't have many, but a whole bunch of them are just really fuzzy. But I will use these on a project. These are plastic. They also have the ones that are cardboard. Those are older. So yeah, I'm going to be working on a project with those. What else? You always find little makeup type items. This is a goat milk hand cream. I did open up the top, and if it has a little foil thing over the end where it's not used, then I will get it again for a mystery bag. We have a little sign that says, "The words you are looking for are yes, dear." So I may just put a couple bucks on that and stick it in my booth. This is fusion beads. I'm trying to think of what they call them. Perler beads. So you get these. You can literally go to the thrift store and buy them in buckets. I find them all the time. And then it'll have like a little plastic piece. And then it'll give you a pattern. So it's got this little crying, laughing emoji. You put that on there. And then you put a little piece of, I think, parchment paper. And put the iron on them. So you glue the ends. And then it's one piece. And then you could probably, I don't know, put a magnet on it or whatever. So I thought that was kind of cute. So that will definitely go in a mystery bag. We have a button that says, "Tell your cat I said pss, 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 pss." Those are so cute. I've seen bumper stickers that say that too. Always looking for Barbie clothes. I think one is Pocahontas. Kind of has that Pocahontas-esque kind of look. We have this little leopard cheetah print with a little leather skirt, and then this one, just a little slip-on dress. I will hang on to those. I buy whatever I can find. I have a Ziploc bag. I keep putting them in there till the Ziploc bag gets full. I go through, make sure none of them need repair, and then lay them out and take pictures, and they'll go on eBay. They do really well on there. I've sold several lots doing that. Currently in my bins down here, I have a really big Barbie clothes bag in like a gallon Ziploc. So I'll be going through those. Let's see, what else? Oh, a little Etch-a-Sketch. How cool is that? I'm like, that'd be great for a mystery bag. We also have a Celtic bracelet. So yes. This is a patch that you iron on. You can use it for a bag. My mother used to get them to put on our knees of our jeans because there was 5 kids in the family and I was the last one. So I don't think I ever wore original clothes. So I was probably a teenager. So yeah, a few more craft items. We have this ribbon with beads on it. A pack of 4 gift tags, little bunnies. Some little clasp for jewelry making, and then below that is a like a bathroom themed pack of stickers. We have this Keep Out Danger tape. That would be cute to go in a man's mystery bag. We also have eyeballs. I've bought eyeballs before. These are evidently from Dollar Tree, $1.25. So yeah, I'll just pop one of those in a couple of bags. They'll do fine. Found a whole bunch of Pez dispensers. Some of them were, I don't know, they looked really beat up, so I didn't bother. I don't really ever sell these on eBay. These, again, mystery bags. The thing is with these, if they have the feet on them, then you automatically can discount that they're old. Just a hint. Usually where there's one rubber ducky, there's a million, but I found one. So, mystery bag item. This, I opened it up to see what it was, and it's a little bag with some really nice sunglasses in it. And then I looked at the name, and it says Kate Spade. So I may look those up and see, what they're going for, and go ahead and do those there. I have 2 Batmans. I don't know. Now, you know what? I'm old school, and Hulk is green. Hulk is not red. Hulk is not orange. So when I talk to my daughter, she likes Marvel, some of those kind of movies. And I'm like, please explain to me why Hulk is in different colors now. And she's like, it's a long story. I'm like, don't bother. I don't really care. So, yeah. So I got Batman. And now Batman, he's got 10 different outfits. When I was a kid, Batman had one outfit. Or he had several outfits, but they were all the same. I don't know. Marvel, stop changing up crap. It says Harbor Holidays Summer Project in a Bag. It looks like a little seashore somewhere. Cross-stitch kit. So that'll probably, of course, go in a mystery bag. What else? I have these 2 clowns, and I don't understand them, but they're adorable, and I like them. One has blue hair, and one has a tiny little head with no hair. Was he supposed to have little poofs of hair? No, maybe he did. Maybe they got busted off. We have a Velociraptor. His arms and legs move. I find dinosaurs, army men, all that stuff all the time. So I try to go with these ones that are a little nicer, or if they're vintagey, definitely. Beanie Babies. Remember those? People used to buy tons of the Happy Meals and throw all the food out. But we have an ostrich, and then what is this one? Is it a lion or something? Spunky the Cocker Spaniel. Okay. So those are mystery bag items. We have Cleveland Brewery Passport. These are very nice looking coasters. So again, mystery bags. Now I do know that's Venom. Yeah, that's all I know. And we have some handcuffs. No comments. They are plastic. I mean, who knows? Should I put those in a men's gift mystery bag? Yes, comment down below and tell me. Who doesn't need any of these? I have a few in my purse. I have some in the kitchen. I have some in the living room, and I have some here in my office. And, you use them for a while, and then they get beat up, and you can toss them. No big deal. That's some more canned cozies. The Modelo one is clearly new, still in the package. And then we have Fondue Lock. It is so windy here today. I just don't understand. Starfire Body Jewelry Company. Again, these are items that people pick up and put their logos on them as, handouts for a business. So, again, these will go in men mystery bags. This is just a little calendar. I don't think it's 2-year. Yeah, it is. I needed a small one like this for my bag. I am part of our ad team for our store, and we're always like, what date is that? When is a Saturday in this month? So I always have one on me for our meetings. And somebody asked, and I looked, and it was 2024. And I'm like, well, that's not going to work. So yeah, I'll pick that up. I mean, you can get these at the Dollar Tree, but why not get one for probably a nickel? Because they're by the pound. So yeah. I already showed you all of these. These are little eyeballs. You put it on your finger, and then do your hand like a mouth. Those are cute. So mystery bag. Looks like we have an army lanyard. Yeah, again, mystery bag. Some of the bigger items that I showed you before this clip are definitely stuff that I can sell individually or use individually, but most of this stuff is mystery bag items. We have a vintage Raggedy Ann and Andy deck of cards. Hallmark. So I opened them up to make sure I was going to count them, but they're shrink wrapped in there. So yeah, definitely that's good. And then we have Old Maid game cards, and probably I will use these or cut up them to make hang tags, and I put my store sticker on there. It sets me apart from everybody else when they see that cards like a playing cards hanging tag. Everybody knows it's mine. I got this one that says Girls Night, 40 Ways to Get the Party Started. Yeah, I'll just throw those in a mystery bag. We have a couple of stickers. The Bitter and Yacht Club. Yeah, I'm sure there's a website for that. And then we have United States Marine Corps. Ton. I was picking these up. There's a whole bunch of individual ones, and then there's this package. And these are temporary tattoos. Got some of the tees, golf tees, and then a bag of golf balls. Again, it's, sometimes my mystery bags, the ones that are lighter, they kind of sit for a little while because people pick it up. Oh, this one's heavy. It must have good stuff. So an occasional golf ball does not hurt. So let me see. I just want to give you a quick little overview. Make sure I didn't forget anything. Not too bad. I know I'm always asking you guys to put something down in the comments down below. How about a shoe? Then I'll know that you watched it all the way through. And I do appreciate that. I know that there's so many things here on YouTube and in your life and in the world that demand your attention. And I'm glad that you shared a little bit of your time with me. So again, that is all that I got. Again, please, if you have a comment or a question or anything, I am going to try and do a little more clips of when I go into the store. The last one I put up, I couldn't hear the background music, but I didn't get a copyright strike, but I got a you can't monetize this video. And I like YouTube to make me money, so if I do that, I'm going to have to dub over different music. Not a problem. So just to be careful. I thought at one point that if you were somewhere and there's music playing and you're out and about, it wouldn't be copyrighted, but guess I was wrong. So again, like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't, click the thumbs up or click the notification bell, and then anytime I put something up, you will be some of the first to know. So again, thanks for tuning in. I will see you guys next time, and until then, happy picking. Bye!